everybody, and welcome to Storytime with Miss Morgan at the Tennessee State Museum. I'm glad to see you again this week. So we are still in our summer reading program with the Governor's Early Literacy Foundation. So this week we have a very silly book, and one that I'm pretty excited to read because I love birthdays. I don't know about you guys, but I like to pretend my birthday lasts the whole month of October. I just like having friends over and eating good food, but especially eating cake with lots of frosting. So today's book is 10 Rules of the Birthday Wish by Beth, Ferry, and illustrated by Tom Lichtenheld. So you guys, let's look at this cover. I'm already in love with this because look, we have a giraffe and a turtle and a rabbit and a bear and a penguin. You know it's going to be a good story. There most definitely are 10 very specific, tried and true, and absolutely essential rules for making a birthday wish. This many. In case of any confusion about the number of rules, place hands here. So let's count really fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Rule number 1. It must be your birthday or close to your birthday. Sometime in the last or next week, your age should have increased by 1, unless you're a beetle, bug, or insect. If your life cycle is a month or a week or a single day, please celebrate immediately, ASAP, flutter, flap, fly, right on over to Rule 2. Oh my goodness, you guys. It says, put the stinger on the human. No fair, she has compound eyes. Oh, that's silly because this bug doesn't just have one eye, she's got a whole bunch. So even though her blindfold is covering up some of her eyes, she can still see. Those silly bugs. Look at that yummy birthday cake. Rule number 2. You must have a party. A celebration, a hoopla, or a jamboree. There should be games and laughter and definitely hats. Hats immediately elevate the party mood. Whoa. Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hats. There's some hot dogs and a birthday cake. It's going to be a good birthday party, you guys. Food is also a good idea. See Rule 3, as are streamers, confetti, and balloons. Unless you're rhinoceros. Oops. Maybe just get the rhinos and streamers since he popped the balloon. But that's okay. Those things happen. If you're a rhinoceros, a swordfish, or a sea urchin, or a pointy in any way, you may want to skip the balloons. Pop, pop. Ooh, sorry, my bad. Rule number 3. You must have cake or cannoli or cream puffs or churros. Your dessert does not specifically have to start with the letter C, even if some of the best desserts do. The letter could be P or B or even I. Whatever letter your dessert starts with, it must be sturdy enough to accommodate rule number 4. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got cake, cannolis, cream puffs, and churros, cupcakes, cookies. I think I'll take one of each. I do love me some sweets. Rule number 4. You must have a light or lights to blow out. Traditionally, this would be a candle, but it could also be a sparkler, unless you are a whale or a frog. Look at this dragon. Oh, look at this. Must be a baby turtle. He's got 1. And then look, this must be the grandparent turtle because they've got a bunch of candles. If you are a whale, you may want to invite some fluorescent jellyfish to your party. If you are a frog, consider using fireflies as your candles and your dessert. Combining rules is completely acceptable. Either way, something light must go dark. Rule 5. There must be singing. Traditionally, the happy birthday song, sung happily and loudly and definitely off key, unless your friends are feathered. If you are lucky enough to have friends who can warble, croon, and carry a tune, sit back and enjoy the show. But if you have me come to your birthday party, I will definitely be singing loudly and out of tune. Rule number 6. You must close your eyes. Closing your eyes keeps your wish safe inside your head, where it can grow from something ordinary into something extraordinary. Rule number 7. You must take a deep breath. This will ensure the success of rule number 9. Unless you're a pufferfish. If you're a pufferfish, definitely do not take a big breath, because then you will puff up and all of your guests will be concerned. Everyone knows a puffed up pufferfish is not a happy pufferfish, and happy is a big part of birthday. Okay, let's practice taking our deep breath. Ready? Okay, one more time. Ready? Good job, guys. We're going to do well. Rule number 8. This is a big one. You must make a wish. Just one wish. A single, wonderful, amazing wish. It can be a big wish or a little wish. It can be a now wish or a later wish. But it should definitely be a can't think of anything greater wish. Wow. That's a lot of really cool wishes going on right there. I wish I could fly, and I definitely wish I had that much ice cream right now. Rule number 9. You must blow out the candles in one single breath. Unless you are a camel. If you are a camel, you will most likely spit on the cake as you're blowing out the candles, and no one wants to eat cake spritzed with camel spit. So please ask your friends to help. Combining breaths is completely acceptable. Moose are notoriously bad at following directions. Because look where the moose is. He's blowing bubbles. What a silly moose. Rule number 10. Don't forget that wish ends in shh. So keep your wish quiet, silent, hush, hush. Lock it up. And when the fun is done and your friends have left and the moon is high in the sky, close your eyes and dream. What a fun party of your wish coming true. What a fun book. Man, that was really fun. I love birthdays, and I think I'll have to keep all 10 rules in mind for my birthday coming up. So today, our art kind of has to do with food. Do you remember how they were telling you could pick any dessert to be your birthday? Well, we thought it'd be a really fun idea is to make a family cookbook. So gather up all of those family recipes, and maybe you can have a couple at your next birthday party. So what you're going to do is you're just going to get some paper from around your house, or maybe you have a notebook, or you could even do this on the computer too if you have one of those. But you're going to make a book. So mine says Morgan's Family Cookbook. And what I did is I called my grandmother, and I asked my mom for my Oma's recipe, and then I remembered a recipe that my friend gave me, who's basically like family. So what I did is I made a title page. So I have Grandma's Candy Cane Cookies, Oma's Potato Salad, and Blondie's, which is like a brownie. And I typed them up, and then I printed them, and I glued them into my cookbook. And I have room for other recipes for when I want to add some more. And you can take those recipes and you can make them maybe at your next birthday party, or maybe just another family or friends coming over dinner. But have fun with it. Because one of the fun things is about having a cookbook is that you might live far away from your family, but when you eat, eating is such a fun way to remember your friends and family. Because food brings us all together. And that was one of my favorite things. Here at the museum, we had a food exhibit, and that was a really cool part of that exhibit, is it talked about how food brings people together. So I hope your family cookbook will bring you and your family and friends closer, and we will see you next time at Storytime with Miss Morgan. Bye, everybody!